Alright, this is my Flicker Strike build. I guess it's not really my build. It's pretty meta. But I'll show it off. I'll go over the gear. I'll explain stuff that I feel like should be explained. Basically, this does a ton of damage because you get like every ailment, including bleeding and poison, things like that. This makes you have endurance charges and frenzy charges all the time, which for me are brutal charges, which make you do triple damage. I have 8 of them, so decent chance. This, with these boots, you can have endurance charges basically at the same time, so I always have all charges, including brutal charges. These are insane. I basically get Culling Strike. And then with the Vol strikes, the non-Vol, 2 additional strikes. And then the free splash. That's like all the AoE that you need. It's close combat, Ice Bite, Elemental Awakened. And once this levels up more, it'll make me immune to Elemental Reflect. And I already have immune to Fizz Reflect, so that's nice. Awakened Multi-Strike would be like 10 to 15% more damage overall if I got one, but that's like the cost of the entire build for that one gem. These are just stats and res fixing. The mana cost, it's not necessary, but it technically makes you do more damage because of how the way Inspiration works. And it only costs 3 mana right now, so the reason I need a little bit of a mana pool is so I can cast Assassin's Mark. I'm just using Determination and Purity of Elements. I could theoretically drop both of those if I had a better gear. But this just makes it really easy to cap all my resistances and be a little bit tankier because my damage is already pretty good. I have these to get. Most people get Headsman with this, but since I have the Culling Strike on my gloves, I just got this instead. So I'm immune to like all elemental ailments, bleeding, stun. I can die to Corrupting Blood, but it's softcore, so I don't really care. But yeah, get +1 Frenzy on the amulet, so that puts me at a total of 8. You can get more, like you can get the implicit on rings, but those rings are like 200 divines each. Things like that. This is like 30 to 40% more damage. It's all pretty standard stuff. Uses Rage. Anything else? I'm still only level 90. I'm at 90 right now. So I still have this full crit wheel and this crit wheel, which both those will probably give me like 30 or 40% more damage. Maybe a little bit more. I don't have that much crit multi right now. 225. But that's the build. I don't think I have other gems, just Blood Rage, Precision, Herald of Ice, Aspect of the Cat from the gloves. That's what gives you the endurance charges and frenzy charges. Yep. It's a pretty easy T17 here. I don't know how much damage the Impales are gonna do. But I should be fine. clear speed is obviously really good. Even if in 17 map, that's kind of the point of Flicker Strike. I don't expect my boss damage to be that insane. But the nice thing is that with the chest piece giving me the red recharges, I don't really ever run out, even on a single target, unless there's they can steal your charges or remove them somehow. I just don't run those map mods. I run hybrid armor and evasion. It's a little over 10k of each, and I'm fully buffed, so almost max spell suppression. It's 56%, but I have, or 67%, but I have lucky. So it's pretty good for a pretty small investment. It's like 2 wheels on the tree and 1 roll on my gear. And I haven't been using the tincture at all, or berserking. I usually just wait for bosses, or maybe like a crazy essence or something. That's pretty decent damage. Oh, I can just tank that with this. It's not a very tanky build. I don't really know all the mechanics of T17 bosses yet, but I feel like this guy's the easiest one. Oh, yeah, that was pretty easy. Hopefully those guys won't need charges all the way. All those rares there are pretty tanky since that thing is fully charged. Oh, that's a pretty tanky essence, extra life. I think I'm around 10 million DPS fully buffed right now. Yeah, sort of one downside to this build is no movement speed on boots. So at least the leap slam is pretty quick, which is nice. But that is the Flicker build. It's, I think it's about 200 divines. I got these for 30, which was a steal. They're probably worth double that. These are a few divines. These were pretty cheap rings. This is about 30 divines. I don't think this is worth too much. This was like 7. I don't know, I 6th linked this myself, and it's a decent roll. It's like 5 divine. Yeah, I think that went down a little bit. Not that much. This flask is like 60, maybe 70. Yeah. These jewels are like 25 or 30D for the pair. That's 5. So nothing, no crazy like mirror tier gear or anything. I don't know if getting like a crazy rare weapon for like a couple hundred divines would do more damage than this. Yeah. Peace out.